Just to give you a brief synopsis of what the past financial year, which we would call 2020, and our outlook for 2021. So 2020 was a challenging year globally with the COVID-19 pandemic. And I think when we look back at the financial year ending 2020, I think the first two quarters were very promising, but in the third quarter and fourth quarter, I think Pakistan as well as the rest of the world was hit very hard by COVID-19, resulting in lockdowns and a loss of consumer confidence. So when we look at the cement industry generally in Pakistan, we see a marginal growth rate of almost 2% for the financial year ending 2020. This was predominantly driven by clinker exports out of Pakistan. So we would say that domestic consumption actually contracted, but because of strong export orders, clinker contributed significantly to the overall sales figures. 2021 is looking more promising. I think we've seen a substantial reduction in interest rates and the government launching a construction package, as well as a very strong focus on domestic housing, low-cost housing. So we see confidence returning very strongly this year. Cement sales have been encouraging, I would say, in the low single-digit growth we are witnessing in the first two quarters. And going forward, we are fairly optimistic about the third and fourth quarter of 2021, where we see significant improvement in capacity utilization and consumer confidence result. As a result of lower interest rates and government incentives to reinvest in projects with subsidized financing and things like that. So we see a strong bounce back in the third quarter of this year, and going forward we are fairly optimistic that we have passed through a very unusual period which would have been difficult to forecast at the beginning of the financial year 2020. Things did take a turn for the worst, but I think we see a strong recovery in 2021 going forward. And we are also at the same time continuously investing in the business, mostly on cost saving initiatives, which includes a waste heat recovery project at Hub Project and a coal-fired project also at Hub Project, with the objective of actually reducing our cost. Because as you will appreciate that this is a commodity cement, and really as management our focus should be on cost reduction or cost management, I should say, more than anything else. So we are looking forward to a better 2021 compared to 2020.